My favorite holiday of the year is here, so today we're going to do a little bit of home decorating, some tiny DIYs, and overall just sprucing up our home in general. Hit that like button if this is something you enjoy, consider subscribing, and let's get started. Okay, so I am sorting these out. I've got like our fall decor that I'm taking down over here, and then I've got our regular decor that I'm kind of like our all-time decor. But this is the stuff I'm kind of taking down, so when Christmas comes down, this will go back up. Quick thanks to my partner Ruggable on this video. More on them in just a minute. These are my totes that I picked up from Target. They are about $5. I'm putting all of my fall things in there, and I'm storing them down in the basement this year, and you will learn why later in the video. I will link all of the items shown and all the decor shown that I can link in the description, so if you're looking for that, head over to the description bar, and if you can't find it, leave me a comment down below. Again, thank you to Ruggable for partnering up with me by gifting these new rugs that you are about to see. I have talked about them in my videos several times. We have Ruggable in our dining room currently. Ruggable rugs are the perfect rugs for dining rooms and kitchens because they are spill and stain resistant, and the very coolest part about them is that they are machine washable. So like the rest of our home, they are very kid and pet friendly. Ruggable's two-part system comes in two pieces. So the bottom black pad that you'll see me put down is a non-slip rug pad, and the lightweight rug cover is the part that peels off and pops in the wash. Because they're so easy to take care of, I decided to go with something a little bit lighter here in the kitchen. I mentioned back in our dining room makeover video wanting to swap out the rug now that we have a new room, so I'm really excited that I get to do that today. I wanted something in this room that could lighten up the space but also had some blues in it to pull from these built-ins we just put in. If you missed that video, I will link it down below for you. I also loved the really vintagey look of the one that I picked out. They've got a lot of different options on their website. So if you have been eyeing one of these rugs, you can click the link in my description box and use my code FUNCARISSA10 for 10% off. And I'll show you a few shots later of how everything came together with the Christmas decor. It definitely brightens the room up, so that was my goal in here. I didn't want the rug to be as dark as it was, just because we already have this giant dark accent wall. So now all I've got to do in this room, besides Christmas decor, is like figure out what I'm doing with our chairs. And I talked about that in the other video. I don't know if I'm gonna repaint them because I don't really like the style. I don't mind them being black. It's this like kind of farmy house style. But look how pretty the rug looks now. This year's decor is a combination of old mixed in with a lot of new. There were several things on my list that we just haven't owned before, like this Christmas wreath. I've always wanted a wreath for our door, and this was the year to get it. I started out by unpacking a lot of the new things. I found several things at the Target dollar section this year, but as far as decor goes, I like to keep it pretty minimal in general. As you've seen in the rest of our house, I don't like a lot of clutter. You'll notice a lot of my seasonal changes are swapping out pillows or just certain spots where I have decor on areas, but I don't like to overwhelm the whole room. I was very excited this year to decorate for Christmas since we just redid our living room. The other thing I get excited about changing up are the kids' things. I finally found them a nativity set this year. I wanted something that we could leave out and they could actually enjoy and play with the whole season, so I went with the Fisher-Price Little People set. Last year I had the idea and I haven't gotten around to it, but I want to paint them a Peg People nativity set. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know down below, and maybe I can get to it this year. It must have been hot summer. Those are my candles. Filming the process, it is a huge mess over here. I've got the tree to set up next. Ever since we've lived here the last few years, we've put our tree over in the dining room. I've always wanted it over by the fireplace, especially now that we've got this new living room. I want to try it out. So that means I'm having to push the sectional back out into this kind of like walk area. I am sure I'm not the only one who has to move things around for the season, but I don't mind it. I like the little change of pace. I am watching Christmas with the Cranks while I decorate. Comment down below and let me know what you listen to or watch while you decorate for this holiday. I wanted to watch Home Alone, but it wasn't available. I'm moving everything. I'm gonna vacuum now, get ready to put the tree over here and see if it'll fit, and then try and tackle the rest of the chaos. We have a flocked tree, which means everything gets super messy as you put it up. We got it last year and I love the look, so I'm willing to put up with its mess because I just think it's so pretty. That is gonna be so pretty. Alright, the age-old question, are you a real tree person or an artificial tree person? I've been both, but for the majority of the time, artificial for me, especially with the kids and stuff, it's a lot easier. Last year is when we picked up this tree. It is a flocked pencil tree, and I am a huge fan. I love how skinny it is, so it is able to fit in smaller, tighter spaces. It feels like it doesn't take over the whole room. It feels more minimal, and that's one of the reasons I love it. With the mantle decor for a long time. I knew I wanted something really minimal, just like fall. I love how clean it looks when there's not very much up there, but just like a hint of Christmas, if you will. I don't know if this is a tip, but everything that I normally have out that I'm having to move for Christmas decor, I'm putting back into my Christmas bins. That way when I take down all of Christmas, I'll have all of my like regular non-seasonal items in here, and it's just easy because I don't have another place to store them. The ornaments I'm using are of course shatterproof, and they are just ones that we've picked up from over the years, so they just kind of happen to be more neutral colored. I also set aside a lot of them for the girls to use on their little tree upstairs. They could put whatever they wanted there. Took a break to go pick up my girls from school, and now that they are home, they're gonna help me decorate their room just a little bit for Christmas, but I told them first they need to help me clean it up. And they're gonna help me now, so we're gonna snap to it much cleaner and much cleaner. So now we can decorate for Christmas now that we've got the space. I haven't seen the tree that I got them to put in here. I know they're gonna love it. We're either gonna put it here, or somewhere. I'm gonna let the girls decide. I'm gonna get down all of the kids' Christmas things. I keep the kids' Christmas stuff separate inside. Up in the playroom closet that I organized a few videos back. This is the girls' winter sensory bin that they had last year, and I kept it around because all this stuff, you know, doesn't really get old. It still smells good. A lot of fun in here. What color is your tree?
Pink!
No way!
No way! Pink!
Wanted the tree decorated, so I'm just gonna add their little twinkle lights on for them. What do you do? Is it top to bottom or bottom to top? Our other tree is pre-lit, so I don't have to make that decision. This little star over here I thought was so cool, and it would be so magical, just the light that it will cast out there, but I didn't know it didn't come with a bulb, so I'm gonna have to go back to IKEA and get this specific bulb for it. So excited because I didn't think this was gonna be here in this video. That should give you a hint. If you know, you know. That's so cute. This print makes me so happy. It's like the perfect winter and Christmas. I can keep it up after Christmas is over. So I think I'm gonna put it somewhere that I will see it a lot. I've also been a little bit tired of these frames because they've been here for a while. So I'm gonna set this here for this season and then get these guys back up after I'm gonna patch some stuff. So something I haven't done before, but I love the idea of, my friend reached out to me. She's got a little Etsy shop and she sent me some of her digital prints over. So she makes these for different holidays, and I thought this would be a great way to change up the room just for the season. I will link her Etsy shop down below. Like I said, some really cute minimal things and such an affordable way to change things up. So thank you, Shelby, for these. The biggest thing taking up space on our mantle last year were our stockings and the holders, so I actually just took the hooks off of them and screwed them directly into the mantle this year. If you're not wanting the commitment, command hooks would be great too. I also want to do this quick little DIY. I've never tried it, but seen it everywhere, the baking soda paint trick. So I took some baking soda, some old black paint, and this glass vase that I had and mixed them together. I did not do any type of measurement. I just kind of went with the texture that I wanted and basically just painted onto this glass vase to give it a ceramic kind of pottery look in the end. I definitely need to go back with another coat, and I haven't. I was very impatient. I've also seen people do that with ornaments this year, and I think that would be a great idea. One thing that I am doing this year that I have never done before, something that my husband wanted, we're changing out the sheets for something warm and cozy. So I found these flannel sheets at Target, really great deal. And I just swapped out the sheets for the season, and it's pretty much the only thing I did in our bedroom, but made it instantly cozier.
Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Okay guys, leave me a comment down below and let me know any part that you liked. And if you are wanting to see any Christmas DIYs this year, I have a couple ideas in mind. Or if you have something you want me to try, let me know. If you are new, I'd love for you to subscribe. I post makeover and cleaning videos every week. Like this video if you haven't already. Happy holidays and happy cleaning.